Hey Dad, guess what?
What, John?
I get to actually work out now.
That's nice, John.
That's very nice. Guess what?
What, John?
I get to do more than 3 or 5 sets. I get to do like 10 sets.
Oh, right, because you're not in deloaded.
Yeah. And I get to go heavy.
Well, just be careful.
Oh well.
I added a note onto your thing, your video.
You commented?
Yeah.
On which one?
The one where you ended with the ice bath.
Oh really? Oh. See guys, my dad comments on my videos. You guys should too. I get enough comments, honestly. It's kind of crazy how many comments I get. Anyways, I get to try white gummy bear flavor. Let's see how it tastes. Yeah. It tastes like Sprite. They're like Sprite infused gummy bears. A Sprite flavored gummy bear. Anyways, while I was at school, my dad went and picked up some plates for me because the other day when I was maxing out, I realized I only had like 15 or 20 more pounds of plates, so that might be a little bit important. So I got 2 sets of standard barbell plates. There's the barbell. But yeah, and they feel heavier than my like usual 45s, which is a good thing. I'd rather have them be heavier than lighter. I mean, these aren't known for not being like super duper accurate, but I don't really care. Just as long as they're heavier than 45, which I think they are, because they feel heavier than those. And I remember weighing those, and those were like 44, 45, or 46, something like that. But yeah. Hey guys, here's the voiceover here. I don't really need to say much, just warming up. I honestly was so excited to get these plates, bro. It's kind of silly because they're literally just plates, but I don't know, man. It's just, to me, like, it's like Christmas again. I don't even know, man. But yeah, so that was pretty sick. Here's me just benching the bar, and then I get to put on the 45s. Oh my goodness, bro. It's insane. This is the dream. This is literally the dream, bro. I have a different concept than everyone else of their ideal scenario. This is one of my ideal scenarios. Some people want a Lambo. I just want old plates. When I'm older, I want to collect like old vintage plates. They're just so cool to me. But yeah. So honestly, with the whole benching thing, like me doing that every single time before I bench, I think that hammering that in, like I remember watching videos previously where people be like, yeah, you know, like you got to bench like 3 times a week if you want to bench 4 or 5, and you got to do all these technique things. And half the time I was like, yeah, that's probably true, just because general logic. But I didn't think it was that insane because I thought my technique was good. And after like doing like consistent powerlifting bench, like trying to proactively be monitoring my cues and where I'm placed and like literally every single little part of it, I realized how like mediocre my form is, which is actually kind of insane. Which it makes sense. The more you do something, the more you like realize the flaws within it. But it's definitely gotten a lot better. Like I'm really locked in before every single set starts. Basically, I'll do the same thing every single time, which I think is really good because come meet day, I am gonna probably be a little bit nervous. So having the muscle memory to do that is really important. So, but yeah. Anyways, trying to think of what else. Honestly, I mean, here's my first working set. Here's a 220. I want to say 220. These plates, the new plates I got, definitely did feel a little bit heavier. So, I don't know what to think of it. 225, you'll see in a second. It felt like actually significantly heavier than I thought. My goal here was like the workout for today to be at RPE 7 the whole time, which arguably I probably hit RPE 8.5 at some points, which isn't the greatest, but it's not the end of the world, honestly. All my variations, I was at RPE 7 for sure. I'm pretty sure. I just felt like it. So, I mean, I think that's good at least. I think that's the main thing. I'm not doing any accessory work because I'm just trying to peak for the meet right now. I'm not really trying to build any muscle or strength. I'm just trying to maintain my strength, build maybe a little bit for peaking, and then maintain muscle. You hear that? You hear that? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm not even gonna wear my headphones during this set, bro. Oh my goodness, dude. um, yeah. I don't really need to explain that. Anyways, as I said earlier, this felt actually pretty heavy. You can kind of see how slow it's moving. Last week when I was doing the deload, everything felt like super light. Obviously because it was a deload. But I remember doing 225 before the deload week on the day I was maxing out on Halloween, and 225. I could do 220 for 5. 225 for 5. I can't talk. For 5 at RP, it felt like 8. This almost felt like 8.5. So for 4. So yeah, these plates I probably probably weigh like 48 or maybe even 50, honestly. But no, I just think they're like a couple pounds heavier. So this is probably like the 225 was probably like 230 or something like that, or closer to 230. So that's probably why. But anyways, here's me doing pause bench. I think this is 185. This felt like really easy for me because I was trying to hit RP7, but also like make sure I'm hitting RP7, not anything below that. So this one was, I think I did 6 or 7 reps, but then I upped it to 195 195. I put 195 on that set right there. There you go. 195, yeah. And that felt significantly better. I think doing the pause bench has really helped me. I don't know if it's just me. Just like that was a weak point that really was hammered in well. But if you guys are trying to get your bench up, I would totally recommend doing pause bench because it actually really helps. Both with like mind muscle connection, I felt like to a certain degree, but also obviously just like peak force development because it really just helps you just stick it. If that makes sense. But anyways, I decided to put on my singlet just because I wanted to get used to benching with a singlet. Honestly, I was going to do it for the comp bench sets, which is what you would do for the comp bench sets since that's like the comp bench. But I kind of didn't want to do it. And then later I was like, I kind of want to do it. So I just ended up doing it anyways. On Thursday, I'll probably end up wearing it for the comp bench sets, like actually, so I can help. This is the first time benching with a belt. Honestly, I'm not sure what to think of it because I felt really solid and secure, but I don't know if I'm like activating my core properly because it just kind of feels like it's harder to breathe. So honestly, I'm probably just not going to end up using it. Eventually I will because it's, it's what a lot of professional powerlifters use. But for now, I mean, I'm just trying to stick with what I'm used to on bench. My grip isn't as wide as a lot of powerlifters and I won't be using a belt. So, I mean, there's some differences there. But honestly, it's not that big of a deal because I'm just trying to just do what I can, honestly. So just trying to get used to it. I'm not trying to, like, change anything crazy in the next 4 weeks or 3 weeks. But yeah. Here's board press. Pretty solid stuff. I really would like to get a Elite FTS board. It's technically a shoulder pad, but people use it for bench, for board press. And I've used it before at a powerlifting gym, and it was really nice. So hopefully I get it for Christmas. But if not, I'll just buy it myself. But yeah, so pretty sick. Pretty solid stuff, honestly. Feel really good coming back from the deload. Stuff did feel a little bit heavier than I expected, but that's okay. Subscribe and like the video, guys. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching.